I'm Matt, and this is Jerva, and we're here to talk about Elysium. We finally saw it. It only took us 2 months. So, this is our non-spoiler review for Elysium, and we'll start by saying it was good.
Yeah.
It wasn't a bad movie. I mean,
no, by no means was it bad.
The acting was there. Good special effects, like CG and all that is perfect. Kruger is probably the best character.
He's a fantastic villain. He's actually a better villain than the movie is a movie.
Yeah, it's true. Good use of cyberpunk, like in a non-typical cyberpunk setting.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Not usually a dry desert kind of shantytown kind of situation.
Yeah, it was very, very influenced by, South Africa, oddly enough. I found there was a bit of shaky cam in some of the fights, especially like the one-on-one physical fights. Like most of the spaceship stuff looked fine, but even sometimes like people walking down a hall, the camera's kind of like, it's like, could you hold that a little more steady?
Yeah, and there's also one part where the camera... Okay, this is the only part in the movie, and it's not really a spoiler, but Matt Damon's running out up to the spaceship, the one that he's on the first mission for, and it follows him behind him. Like, it's one of those attached cam kind of feels to it, and I was just like, what's the point of that at all? Like, I don't understand that. So, and then the shaky cam through, like, some parts where they're just panning through an environment. It didn't... We're just not a big fan of shaky cam.
Yeah. Well, who... Really,
I don't know who is.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because that's one of the main reasons why Die Hard was such a bad movie, is because it was so poorly shot. But.
I mean, I understand a little bit, because it kind of gives the feel of... It's not just like a movie, it's more pseudo-documentary style, even if it's shot as a movie still, just because it feels like you can tell someone's holding the camera and operating it. But, like, I find TV shows usually do this a lot better. Like 24 or Battlestar Galactica use just a little bit of shaky cam, a little bit of movements where you can tell someone's holding it, and it's awesome. But a lot of times with movies, they're like, oh, it's action-y! It's like, please, just hold that still and maybe zoom out a bit.
Yeah. We just want to see it. We don't care if it's shaking.
It's a weird direction that action cinematography has gone in, like, the last decade.
And, like, I can understand that during parts where, like, there's an explosion, or if it's, like, an earthquake.
Yeah, there are some parts that make sense.
Where that makes sense, but
Die Hard was the entire movie.
Yeah, it's like someone just decided to leave like the tripod or the or any sort of like camera maneuvering device. They just decided to get rid of it and say, "Hey, just carry that fucking thing." But it's 100 pounds, sir.
To be the cameraman. Have you seen his new show? The first episode is all about pretty much making fun of his Parkinson's.
Oh, really?
And about, like, because some people thought it was like, oh, he's just coming back to TV to like milk it and everything. And then the thing is, in the they're like, her teacher's watching that. I was like, I'm gonna fail that.
So that's not anything to do with Elysium.
No.
The acting was solid.
Yeah, acting was good.
Jodie,
the biggest standout, like, for me was Charlton Copley as
Charlton Copley.
Yep. Jodie Foster was... I heard a lot of people complain that she did a really bad job. It's like, I don't know.
She just didn't have, like, her role just didn't seem...
I think it was more... I didn't like her role. I felt it was underwritten more than I thought she did a bad job. Like, sure, she has kind of a weird affectation, but so does everyone who's from Elysium in it. It's just... Like, her and then William Fichtner are really the only two who ever talk in more than one scene who are from Elysium. And William Fichtner doesn't really say very much. He says, like 10 lines the entire movie.
Yeah, no, her role just needed more development. Mm-hmm. Like, she needed to be fleshed out a little bit more. And also the pacing that we haven't mentioned yet.
It seemed a little awkward.
It was like a fucking yo-yo. Like, it's...
Yeah. It's like, action, oh, it's ramping up, and...
falls flat.
And it's starting to... Oh, nope, now here's this other thing. And then also it's like, okay, so this is where it's good. Nope, now this is happening, kind of thing.
Yeah. It was
from what I would have got from the trailers and the commercials and stuff for what I thought the plot would be, how and why he gets to Elysium and stuff does not really happen the way I imagined it all. Like, how Kruger fits into the story is not really how I imagined it all. But, I mean, it's not bad per se, it's just kind of jarring, and like it felt like it could have used a couple more drafts of the script. The actual plot is solid, but the pacing of said plot is a little janky.
Yeah.
Oh, the music was pretty overbearing.
Yeah.
It seems like I didn't recognize the name of the
Composer.
but
I don't know.
it felt like he watched like Hans Zimmer's like Inception and Dark Knight stuff, and he's like, yes, exactly, I'll just do that. Like, there's one of the first shots, you notice, like, one of the first shots of, like, the future where it's showing the, like, dilapidated skyscrapers and everything.
Yeah.
Was, like, blah, but it was a blah that went on for, like, 12 seconds. It's just, like, blah. I was like, what's going on? It wasn't really an amazing score. I mean, it wasn't terrible. It didn't, like, pull you out or anything, but it wasn't... I wasn't a huge fan. That's probably about it for like, really like the larger complaints. Like overall, I like the movie. I like that it was R-rated. Like R-rated sci-fi action.
If this movie wasn't R-rated, there would be a lot less "that was awesome" factor.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, Matt Damon makes some use of his exoskeleton and the railgun that you see in like the promos and stuff.
yes,
There's some pretty cool weaponry. And it's all like kind of jury-rigged, well, not the railgun, that's from Elysium, but like the stuff he uses earlier is like jury-rigged, homebrew, cyberpunk kind of stuff. There was a large portion of more cyberpunk than I thought there would be in this.
Yeah.
Like there's a brain computer and everything that the various people use to carry information around on Elysium and stuff like that. It was pretty cool. I definitely recommend it.
Yeah, I recommend it as well. It's like pretty close to being out of theaters, so I mean, if it's still out when you see this, then maybe check it out.
Go. I enjoyed it. If you like cyberpunk, if you like sci-fi action with a bit with an actual message to the story, for once.
If you enjoyed District 9,
if you like District 9, it's not as good as District 9.
Yeah, it's not as good as District 9, but you'll still enjoy it.
It's quite good. Yeah.
Solid action scenes when they happened. The plot was decent, has a message, like a political message behind it, so, I don't know, totally worth watching. Go see it. So anyway, thank you for watching our review of Elysium. Please hit that like button if you like this review, leave a comment, share it, do all sorts of fun stuff down below, and yeah, we'll see you next time.